in one of the boats by herself, and her mom's nowhere to be found.
Okay, Lake Piru.
Yeah, I'm heading down there right now to go check. My husband was one of the people that were first there, and I'm going to go find out more information. He just told me to call it in.
I'll put the little bit of information that I have, and then, yeah, when you get there, you can give us a call back. What is your name? Okay, I'll put that in, but yeah, as soon as you get more information.
But on July 8th, 2020, everything would change.
It was a beautiful morning. I missed 2 of her FaceTime calls, and I called her back, and I said, Naya, where are you? She's like, oh, me and Josie were gonna go to the lake, and I was gonna have them fish.
And do you remember what you said in those final FaceTime
I
moments?
told her, I go, well, the water's getting choppy. And I said, I love you, and call me. Call me when you get off the water.
Yolanda talked to her daughter from that rented pontoon boat as the devoted single mom set out for adventure on Lake Piru with her son. But hours later, the then 4-year-old Josie was found by another boater, asleep, adrift, alone wearing a life vest. Naya was gone.
He told us, he said, don't worry, we have Josie, but your daughter's missing. And it was almost like a force. I don't know what it was, but I was just pushed backwards, just screaming.
For 5 grueling days, rescue teams searched day and night, the Glee family holding vigil lakeside.
We saw people holding vigil, people holding hands, sending prayers. What were those days like for you guys?
Those first 5 days were
hell.
Awful.
What's up, y'all? So I had to do this video on this story because for a while it's something just not sitting right with me with this story, from the family to the report. So let me know what you guys think.
My faith told me that nothing is missing. Surely not a person. Yes, we just can't find them. So that was my thing. God, you know where she's at. Just bring her back to us. Thank God I took the pictures.
On this day decided to screenshot the photos. Now, I don't know, maybe she do it all the time when they speak. I don't know the case, but it just seems very suspicious to me. Like they're putting this story together to try to make it seem believable, but it still doesn't seem believable. And anybody in their right mind, if you read the articles, this doesn't seem believable.
To locate where they were.
You took screenshots?
I took screenshots of the FaceTime call.
Naya was found 6 days later. Investigators believe she managed to save her son, but then drowned accidentally. Her younger sister, Nikayla, moving in with the boy's father, the fashion model now helping to raise little Josie.
He literally asked you to come be with him and live with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew right when it happened and right when we got him, I knew the role that I had to take.
Now I see Josie, and it's almost like, it's so reminiscent because he's like a boy version of her in every sense of the word.
In what way?
According to USA Today, the 4-year-old told authorities that he and his mom swam in the lake together, Ayub revealed. Josie described being helped into the boat by Naya, who boosted him onto the deck from behind. He told investigators that he looked back and saw her disappear under the surface of the water. Ayub concluded that he believes she, quote, mustered enough energy to get her son back on the boat, but not enough to save herself. Speculating about what may have gone wrong when the pair entered the water, one member of the Ventura County Sheriff's Office search and rescue team told Us Weekly that not wearing a life vest may have been the biggest factor in Rivera's death. He said, they jumped off the boat. It doesn't take much to get exhausted if you're not in shape. Winds do kick up at that lake and the boats start to get away. If you're not familiar with the boat and getting on and off the boat, you can get tired just climbing onto the boat. You can fall back in. People hit their heads, things like that. Rivera and Ryan Dorsey secretly tied the knot in July 2014 and welcomed their son in September 2015. Although it was a complicated relationship that ended when their divorce was finalized in June 2018, they remained close for their son, and Rivera's unexpected passing hit her ex hard. Initially choosing to remain quiet, Ryan broke his silence on July 25, 2020 with a heartfelt post on Instagram. He wrote, "This is so unfair. There's not enough words to express the hole left in everyone's hearts. I can't believe this is life now. I don't know if I'll ever believe it." Revealing that he had seen his ex the day before she went missing, he added, thankful for our times and our journey that brought us together and gave us the sweetest and kindest smart little boy we could ever hope for. Ryan went on to share a sweet anecdote, writing, I remember sometimes you used to get annoyed at me. Ryan, can you stop Snapchatting? I'm glad I didn't listen to you, because I have hundreds and probably thousands of snaps and videos that Josie will have forever, and know his mama loved him more than life, and how much fun we had together as he was growing up.
Our hearts are with them, and we share in their grief for Naya's loss.
In September 2020, the Ventura County Medical Examiner released Rivera's full autopsy report and official findings from the investigation, and as People reported, they contained tragic details about the actor's final moments with her son. The report made note of Josie's recollection of counting to 3, jumping into the lake with his mom, then her telling him to get back on the boat. The report reveals she helped him onto the boat, and he then heard Naya yell, "Help!" and she put her arm in the air. She then disappeared into the water. The autopsy report described Rivera as being a good swimmer, and another report noted that she, quote, would have vertigo to the point of vomiting, and that it would get worse when she was in the water. In November 2020, Ryan Dorsey joined forces with lawyers representing Rivera's estate in order to file a wrongful death suit on behalf of Josie. According to CNN, they chose to sue Ventura County Parks Management Company, which rented Rivera the boat, and United Water Conservation District. The plaintiffs claim that the pontoon did not have proper safety equipment. The suit then goes on to say, there is not a single sign anywhere warning of the lake's strong currents, low visibility, high winds, changing water depths, underwater caves, ledges, and drop-offs, or the trees, brush, and other debris that congest its waters due to the vastly changing water levels.
So I don't know if it's me, but like I said before, this story doesn't add up to me. So I really wanted to do a video to get you guys' opinion. And I also want to say thank you to all of my subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. All of the feedback that I've been getting, negative and positive, is really helping me with my videos and to do better with my videos. So again, I just want to shout out all my new subscribers and everyone that is subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys again. So this article is just stating that she was born January 12, 1987. Her dad did IT jobs for Disney and Universal Music, and her mom basically was a former model and a real estate agent. Now, if you know about the Disney Channel and the whole little shindig about Disney, you know that they traffic. Well, you know what they do if you follow that story. So she was basically doing movies and shows since she was a little girl. So this article was interesting to me because this was just stating that the family owned a boat and often went boating when Rivera was a child. She still enjoyed boating as an adult and took many trips to Lake Peru near her home, which she considered a sanctuary. So my whole thing with this story is, if she's familiar with the boat, she's went there since she was a child, why would she get on that boat and request for her not to have a life jacket, knowing that she's surrounded around all of that water, especially with her son? So that just raised a red flag to me. Like, I don't believe she declined a life jacket, honestly. This article states that the mother and son walked to the boat dock where Naya Rivera conversed with a few people before jumping in her boat and boat rental and taking off with the toddler. The man she was conversing with prior are seen leaving the dock and jumping on a golf cart before driving off through the parking lot. At the same time, Naya Rivera's boat speeds off in the distance, and that's where the video ends. So it's like, if you look at the video, you can go on YouTube and see the video. The whole, like, the way the camera was, they would have still been able to see which direction she actually went in. So by her mom saying that she took a screenshot and that's how they were able to tell where she was at, that sounds like a lie, because if you listen to the video, she clearly said that she called her. She's like, what you doing? Oh, I'm about to go on the boat, take Josie fishing. So that means they weren't even on the boat. So if you screenshot her, how can you screenshot her location? How can they see where she was at from a screenshot if they weren't even on the boat yet? It doesn't make sense. So this article just states that Naya Rivera's body has not been recovered after she went missing on Wednesday afternoon, when she did not return her boat after the 3-hour rental time. As you can see, 3. They went out looking for her. Her 4-year-old son was found on the boat alone asleep. He informed police that he and his mom went swimming and she never came back up. Like, I just don't understand why would she go swimming in all of that water with no life jacket, knowing that she was going with her son, and the risk that could happen like, I don't understand it. So this saying that authorities shared the surveillance video that showed Naya Rivera pulling into the parking lot of the boat dock on Wednesday, July 8th, and the 6-minute clip. The star is seen driving her black G-Wagon, parking in nearly empty lot and grabbing her son out of the back seat. She went to the trunk and pulled out a big white bag that she seen thrown over her shoulder. Then these are some comments that the fans were making. The video is sketchy and skips a lot. How do we not know that it was altered? Why does it cut out when the boat is still in view? Where's the rest of the footage? Added another. There was someone else in the water before she drove off. What was said to the man? Why did all three men leave and lock up? No one finds that suspicious. So if you guys look at the video on YouTube, you will see why they're asking all of those questions. And another big question, that huge bag that she took out gave me like bad energy. I don't know, a different fan wrote. So yeah, it's like it was just a lot of red flags with that whole situation. Like, I would never go swimming with my kids on a big lake like that with no life jacket. This article states authorities had previously said that Rivera had drowned accidentally after putting the boy back on the boat at Lake Peru, northwest of Los Angeles on July 8th, but had not mentioned her shouting for help. So Rivera knew how to swim well. The man who rented her the pontoon boat said she declined a life vest, but he put one on board anyway. So I'm just like, yeah, okay. Either she was going through so much in the industry because she was in the industry since she was a child, and if you guys all know the child stars, they all end up going crazy. They can't handle things that's happening to them mentally, so they turn to drugs, suicide, and things like that. So either she was a sacrifice, in my opinion, or she could have faked her death. Who knows? But that's why I'm on here getting you guys' opinion, because I want to make sure that I'm not tripping. Like, this story is real crazy. And then for her son to be asleep on the boat that whole time, the boat was gone for 3 hours, you guys. 3 hours. So Rivera's death was the third of a major cast member of Glee, the Fox TV musical comedy that Rivera starred in from 2009 to 2015, playing a singing and dancing lesbian cheerleader. Rivera's body was found 7 years to the day after co-star Corey died at 31 from a toxic mix of alcohol and heroin. Another co-star, Mark Salling, who Rivera dated at one point, killed himself in 2018 at the age of 35 after pleading guilty to child pornography charges. So just imagine all of this stuff that these childhood stars be witnessing, or stars, period, be witnessing in the industry. That's enough for anybody to go crazy. Like, I couldn't imagine. I wouldn't even want to be a part of nothing like this. But again, some of these kids don't have choices because their parents are already in it. For real. So, this article just says something about this Naya Rivera situation isn't sitting right with me. She left her person belongings in the car, and the baby was found safe and asleep in the boat, but she presumably drowned. How did she get in the water if the boat and baby are fine? Exactly. Naya was 33 years old when she died. 33 is the highest degree in Freemason and a favorite Illuminati sacrifice age. The name of the lake in which she drowned, Peru, means devil in the language Finnish. Naya's death happened during the 7th-year death anniversary of her Glee co-star Corey, who was found dead in his hotel room in 2013. Died of a drug overdose. So this is basically just tying everything in with the industry, basically saying that this could have been one of their sacrifices, because the whole situation, like I said, doesn't make sense to me. And her husband and her sister, that whole situation, that's sick. For him to move her in to help with her nephew, like, you can do that outside of the home. Like, so I don't know if this was already planned. Maybe they had something to do with it. But you guys let me know what you think about this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and also comment below. And I also want to say thank you again to everybody that is subscribing to my channel, also commenting and giving me feedback and letting me know what I'm doing good and what I could do better. You guys have a great day.